Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om. Avyaktaha. Vyakta means what is manifest, and avyakta means what is unmanifest. Though Lord Shiva has a specific form and the Lord does manifest, and the devotees have had darshan of the Lord, yet in his true nature, as the infinite consciousness, the Lord is unmanifest. What it means here is that which is absolute truth, which is infinite Brahman, pure consciousness, does not have any form, any attributes, and hence is unmanifest. The Upanishads say, Nasandrishe tishtati rupamasya nachakshusha pashyati kaschanainam. This Lord is not visible, this pure consciousness is not visible through the physical eyes, because the Lord does not have a specific form. Because consciousness does not have a specific form, it is all pervasive, it is infinite. So through the eyes one cannot grasp, even through the emotions one cannot grasp it, even through the intellectual thoughts one cannot grasp. It is the enlivener of the body, mind, and the intellect. The perception, the feeling, the thoughts, all they are possible because of this consciousness, but by themselves they cannot grasp the consciousness because consciousness is infinite. Like the bulb will never be able to identify its own source of power. If one tries to disconnect it and then that bulb tries to see the battery, there is no light there. In the same way, the Upanishads, they say, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. The words can't describe it, the mind cannot grasp it, so both of them return as though they have failed. So any amount of logical thinking, understanding, any amount of feelings and any perceptions cannot help us to realize that self. Then how is that self realized? Hrida manisha manasa abhikliptaha yaetad viduhu amritaste bhavanti. The great wise seers, they withdraw the attention and dive deep into the heart, where they dissolve the sense of individuality. By steady contemplation on that absolute truth, one dissolves the sense of individuality, one transcends the body, mind, intellect identification and abides in the heart, in the pure feeling of I am. That is consciousness. And abiding in that consciousness, which is infinite existence, bliss, one becomes immortal. So through intuitive experience, one comes to wake up to that because it is our true nature. It cannot be grasped as an object of the body, of the mind, or of the intellect. It can only be recognized as the true I, the real I, the subject within us, the unconditioned consciousness within us. So avyakta means that which is not available for perception, feeling, or thought, but which can be realized by turning within. And it is also definitely realized by the grace of the Lord. No amount of our efforts can make us realize it. Ultimately, it is grace of Bhagwan which brings self-knowledge, which helps us to surrender, and through that we realize the self. Another meaning of avyakta is the primordial prakriti, the primordial power of the Lord, which is responsible for creation, sustenance, and destruction of the universe, which is also known through the words like Ajnan, Maya, Avidya. That prakriti of the Lord is also called avyakta. And this avyakta, this prakriti, is under the control of the Lord, and Bhagwan is the Mayapati. So using the upadhi of this avyakta, this Maya, Bhagwan becomes Ishvara and creates, sustains and destroys the whole universe. Hence, Avyakta means the infinite Lord who is not graspable as an object, as well as the primordial power which makes the creation possible. So may that Supreme Lord who is Avyakta help us to go beyond his Maya, and may he help us to turn within and abide in the self which is pure consciousness, who is Shiva.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.